Think you know everything about dachshunds? Those little sausage-shaped bundles of energy running around with their tiny legs and big personalities? Get ready to have your minds blown, you guys, because today we're diving deep into the wonderful world of dachshunds. Like, did you know dachshunds were literally bred to fight badgers? Badgers! We're talking claws, teeth, the whole shebang. These little dudes are fearless. Seriously. Get ready to have your minds blown wide open because things are about to get weird. In the best way possible, obviously. Okay, so picture this. Germany, way back in the 1600s. People needed a dog that could wrangle up some seriously gnarly critters. What did they come up with? The Dachshund. These little guys were custom built with stubby legs and long bodies so they could crawl into badger dens and be all, "Not today, badger." And get this, their name literally means badger dog in German. Talk about being born for the job. These dogs were the ultimate badger brawlers, fearless and fierce, even though they were a fraction of the size of their opponents. Imagine these little dudes, all riled up, diving headfirst into these dark, scary dens, ready to rumble. They were bred to be super brave and tenacious, with big ol' paws for digging and a super powerful sense of smell to sniff out those badgers. And those floppy ears? Totally not just for looking cute. They actually helped to keep dirt and debris out of their ear canals while they were down there in the badger den trenches. Genius, right? They weren't just badger battling machines, though. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the Dachshund story gets even wilder. We're talking about a breed that's rubbed shoulders with royalty and even made a splash in the art world. Yeah, you heard me right. For starters, these pups were huge fans with European royalty. Like, seriously obsessed. Queen Victoria of England? Yeah, she was a major Dachshund fan. She had a whole pack of them and basically treated them like royalty themselves. And she wasn't alone. Tons of other nobles and royals were all about the Dachshund life. But wait, there's more. These little pups weren't just content with being pampered pets. Oh no, they had bigger aspirations. They decided to dip their paws into the world of art. That's right, Dachshunds became muses for painters and sculptors, popping up in famous artworks throughout history. Remember that iconic painting of Queen Elizabeth I? Yeah, well, guess who's chilling at her feet? You guessed it, a couple of adorable Dachshunds. From royal courts to art galleries to the Olympics, these dogs have done it all. All right, let's talk about those legs. Or should I say, lack thereof. I know what you're thinking, those little nubs. They can barely even reach the ground. But hold on, my friend, because you're about to be seriously impressed. Despite their, shall we say, vertically challenged stature, Dachshunds are surprisingly athletic. Remember how I mentioned they were bred to hunt badgers? Well, that requires some serious physical prowess. These pups are crazy strong for their size. Like, they can totally rock a weighted vest, no problem. And their short legs? Total advantage when it comes to digging and maneuvering through tight spaces. It's like they have their own personal superpower. But it's not just about strength. Dachshunds are also incredibly agile and fast. They can zip and zoom around obstacles like nobody's business. And when it comes to jumping, don't underestimate them. These little guys can clear hurdles that would make you do a double take. They're like the ninjas of the dog world, stealthy, quick, and always ready to spring into action. Okay, let's be real. Dachshunds are basically the Beyoncé of the dog world. They're everywhere. Movies, TV shows, commercials, you name it, they've probably been in it. Remember that classic movie, The Wizard of Oz? Yeah, well, Toto? Yep, that was a Cairn Terrier. But I bet you thought it was a Dachshund. That's how iconic these pups are. They're like the go-to breed for anything cute and spunky. And speaking of spunky, how about everyone's favorite cartoon dog, Scooby-Doo? He might be a Great Dane in the cartoon world, but in real life, his best friend Shaggy would totally be rocking a Dachshund by his side. They just have that vibe, you know? But it's not just Hollywood where these pups are making their mark. Oh no, they've gone global. In Germany and other parts of Europe, Dachshunds are practically national treasures. They're featured on everything from stamps and postcards to beer steins and cuckoo clocks. Talk about being loved. And let's not forget about social media. All right, let's rewind for a second and go back to their roots. We know Dachshunds were bred to hunt badgers, but their hunting skills go way beyond just one critter. These little pups are like the Navy SEALs of the animal kingdom, stealthy, strategic, and always up for a challenge. Their superpower? Their incredible sense of smell. Remember those long snouts and powerful noses we talked about? Yeah, those aren't just for show. Dachshunds have an olfactory system that's on par with bloodhounds. They can sniff out prey from miles away, tracking scents with laser-like precision. And once they've locked onto their target, game over. They're fearless and relentless, using their small size and agility to their advantage. They can wiggle their way into tight spaces, chase prey through dense undergrowth, and even flush out animals hiding in burrows. But here's the thing about Dachshunds. They're not just about brute force. They're also incredibly intelligent and strategic hunters. They'll often work together in packs, coordinating their movements and using clever tactics to outsmart their prey. It's like watching a perfectly choreographed dance of destruction, except, with more barking and tail wagging. Get ready to be amazed, because Dachshunds aren't just cute and cuddly companions. They're also world record holders. That's right, these little pups have made their mark in the Guinness Book of World Records, proving that size doesn't matter when it comes to achieving greatness. For starters, let's talk about the longest living dog ever recorded. Ready for this? It was a dachshund named Chanel, who lived to be a whopping 21 years old. That's like 147 in dog years. Talk about defying the odds. And then there's the category for the most dachshunds dressed up in costumes. Because let's be real, if there's one thing these pups love, it's rocking a good outfit. The record currently stands at over 1,000 dachshunds, all dressed up in their finest attire. Can you imagine the cuteness overload? But it's not just about the official records. Dachshunds are constantly pushing boundaries and achieving amazing things every single day. They're therapy dogs, bringing comfort and joy to people in need. They're search and rescue dogs, using their keen sense of smell to locate missing persons. And they're even becoming increasingly popular in the world of dog sports, competing in agility trials, obedience competitions, and even dock diving. Okay, let's be real. We all know the real reason dachshunds are so beloved. It's their personalities. These pups are like walking, barking bundles of joy, always down for an adventure or a cuddle session, or let's be honest, both. First of all, dachshunds are notorious comedians. They're the kings and queens of the side eye, the masters of the dramatic sigh, and their antics could rival any stand-up comedian. They just have this way of making you laugh, even when they're being totally ridiculous, which, let's be honest, is most of the time. But don't let their silly side fool you. Dachshunds are also incredibly loyal and affectionate dogs. They form strong bonds with their humans and love nothing more than spending time cuddling on the couch, going for walks, or just hanging out and being in your presence. They're also surprisingly intuitive dogs. They just seem to get you, They know when you're feeling down and need a furry cuddle buddy, and they're always there to greet you with a wagging tail and a shower of kisses at the end of a long day. So there you have it, folks. 7 jaw-dropping facts about dachshunds that prove these little pups are anything but ordinary. From their badger-battling origins to their pop culture stardom, dachshunds continue to capture our hearts and leave us in awe of their intelligence, athleticism, and undeniable charm. Now I want to hear from you. Are you a proud dachshund parent? Have any hilarious stories about your own little wiener dog? Share them in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new, and subscribe to my channel for more amazing pet facts. Until next time, keep on loving those dachshunds. They're truly one of a kind.